Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Right, this morning, guys, we've got a story to share, and we've also got a question that I can't answer. So I'm hoping you guys can answer it for me. So let's roll the intro and let's get on with today's story and question. Okay, welcome back everyone. Now, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. It's now over, Christmas Day's done, Boxing Day's done. We can chill out now until the new year. So, I hope everybody has had a nice time. Okay, so we'll kick off with a question, guys. The question is from John. My question is, what is the sell-by date for women working in bars? You can stop reading here if you like. What follows has little to do with the actual question. I met a 58-year-old woman on Badoo. After a few messages, she told me that she works in a bar. She says she is not taken from the bar very often, but I wonder if in this case it might be true. I lived in Costa Rica for 13 years. I had neighbours that worked in bars. I don't care what someone does for a living. I am not looking for a girlfriend. I like to travel with a Thai woman. She can help me navigate better as I don't speak any Thai. I travelled 3 weeks in September with 4 women that I met on Badoo and Thai Friendly. I slept with 2 and the other 2 I did not. Looking for the same arrangement this time. I don't know who else to ask. At what age is it counterproductive for a woman to work in a bar? Thanks. Now, I find that a difficult question to answer myself because I think there's someone for everybody, so it doesn't really matter what age someone is. But I would love to know what you guys have to say about it, so please let John know down in the comments. Right, let's move on to the story today, which was sent from Keith, who's from the USA. Now, Keith has titled this story, The Bar Girl Samaritan. Okay, Dan, I have another story you may or may not want to use. My second trip with my friend Matt in Pattaya, we went into a small bar with a few girls, one of which caught my eye. She told me her name, but it went through one ear and out the other. We had the customary small talk and noticed she had a small tattoo on her hand. I'm not a fan of tattoos and asked if she had any other ones, and she said only a few more. I ended up bar fining her, and when we got into the room and disrobed her, her back was covered in tattoos. I'm pretty sure the entire Pattaya phone book was scribbled on there. I laughed, but it's not like it stopped me. Incidentally, my friend went back to that bar himself in the late evening, and the next day said Nitnoy and Pang said hello. I asked him what the hell a Nitnoy and Pang was, and he laughed and said it was their names. It was my first introduction to Thai nicknames. I thought it was kind of currency, Ping and Nitnoy. That day I noticed a real beauty sitting outside a bar that reminded me of Betty Rubble from the Flintstones with that black hair. Being a huge cartoon fan, I ran over to her table and struck up a conversation before my friend could catch up. I noticed she had her hands wedged between her knees and noticed something wasn't quite proportionate. As it turned out, one of her legs was quite thinner than the other, and her hands were unfortunately deformed and about half the size of normal hands. As nice as she was, I just lost attraction to her. Yes, I'm a shallow person. My friend arrived at the bar as I excused myself to use the bathroom. My plan worked, and when I returned to the table, she was sitting on my friend's lap, having a great time. He ended up bar-fining her, but said she had trouble holding on to soap when they were showering. I told my friend he was a better man than me. The next day we went to a famous bar on Beach Road, where one of the girls looked like she just walked off the set of The Walking Dead. She was all bruised up, black, blue, yellow, red and covered with bandages. She said she had been involved in a motorbike crash, but she had to work. Of course, my friend bar-fined her and said she was crying out in pain. Again, I said that in a sick, twisted way, he was actually a good Samaritan. It's a good reminder that although there's often terrible stories of ruthless bar girls, it's certainly not a glamorous job and usually one of desperation rather than desire. I used to irritate my friend by asking them if they liked their job, which immediately resulted with a solemn reply and buzzkill. If you decide to use this story, you can use my name again. I'm going to yield the floor for others to submit stories after this one. Take it easy, Keith D from the USA. Now in Pattaya, there's always a woman for everybody. Now, do you think Keith's friend was a bit of a weirdo, or do you think he was actually a good Samaritan? Now, if you're currently watching and you've got a story that you wish to share, something that might have happened to you in Thailand or something you've seen in Thailand, any kind of story, whether it's positive or negative, then please send it in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and we can feature it on the channel. So this has been Thai Talk with Dan for now, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.